Hi, my name is Filipo Lubua. I am the coordinator of African and African Diasporic Languages program at the University of Pittsburgh. In addition to that, I teach Swahili, and I also teach a course in technology in language teaching and learning, of course. I was asked to share my experience and my, especially teaching approaches, strategies in teaching an African language, and I teach Swahili. I think one thing that I would like to share, because there are a lot of things, is the use of technology. What I like to tell people is you can let the technology do the work for you. As a teacher, you have a lot of things to do, and technology will help you to kind of lessen the work that you got to do. So what I do is using effectively the learning management system, that LMS. At my university, we used to use Blackboard, and then we since then changed into Canvas. So we currently use Canvas, which I think is a really good learning management system. And what I do is create an effective course in the learning management system. Now, the question about effectiveness of the course may be relative, but it's still a very good question. And when I talk about effective course, is a course that helps students to learn and helps students to be engaged in the language learning process. So I make sure that the learning management system does help to do the work that as a teacher I cannot do, and to as students they could not do. Like, I can help my students to get something that gives them the opportunity to learn on their own and to learn collaboratively. The learning management system does that a lot. So as you can tell, that has to do with technology. I use a combination of other technologies, actually very simple technology, web-based technologies, which don't require a whole lot of experiences. Computer games, web-based games, simple language games like Quizlet and Kahoot are games that I usually use, especially for student learning vocabulary. I embed all those games in my course management system, that's Canvas, and I make sure that the students have an opportunity to access those games and use them and utilize them as they wish at any time that they want to do that. But also another thing that actually I do from within the Canvas itself is to make sure that I'm able to help my students to practice listening, reading, and speaking. It's like all those 4 language skills students should be able to practice in the learning management system. So if I can emphasize on something, I would say use your learning management system. That's where your students get to meet you. That's where your students get to meet each other. That's where your students get to interact with whatever materials that you create in there. And when you create the materials, make sure that they are interactive. Interactive materials will help your students to get immediate feedback and to get some kind of a conversational partner. Something that I don't want to describe much because maybe other people might talk about that is use AI, artificial intelligence, which does help you a lot in creating materials and in helping your students to get, language partners or conversational partners as you wish. And they may be used also to help the students to learn based on their learning styles.